Hey, quick reminder with tax season coming up, Collective keeps your business tax ready all year long. From tracking deductions to quarterly estimates and tax filings, so you don't have to stress. Right now, you can get 50% off your first 2 months at collective.com/CHC. That's collective.com/CHC. Tax season is right around the corner, and if you're already dreading it, you're not alone. I used to get so stressed around this time of year, but Collective has made it so much easier and way less overwhelming. Collective keeps your business tax ready all year long, from capturing every deduction and keeping your books clean to quarterly tax estimates and professionally prepared tax filings. They handle the back office so you don't have to. It's truly an all in one financial solution that turns tax season from a panic into peace. And right now, Collective is giving my listeners 50% off your first 2 months when you go to collective.com/CHC. That's 50% off your first 2 months at collective.com/CHC. Again, collective.com/CHC. Welcome back to another episode of The Weekly Scroll, where instead of scrolling for updates, I scroll for you. Every week, I handpick the most important updates in social media, break them down into plain language, and tell you exactly what it means for your growth. This episode is brought to you by Club Influence, your all-in-one monthly membership for creators who want to grow on Instagram without spending hours researching trends. We handpick viral reels, ideas, content prompts, Canva templates every single week so you can focus on creating, on posting, and building that momentum for your business. We are down to the last few days for you to enter Stan's Dare to Dream K giveaway. They're offering $100,000 to someone that wants to go all in on their dreams for an entire year. One winner is going to receive $100,000 and 5 runner-ups will each receive $10,000 to support their business. Entries open January 1, but they are about to close on January 31st. So you need to apply right now. And if you've been waiting for the sign to finally bet on yourself, this is it. All right, let's dive into this week's biggest shifts. Now, one update I did not note in here, but I want to just bring it to your attention because I keep seeing it everywhere. Apparently, a lot of people are getting rid of the TikTok app right now because it was acquired. Someone bought it and apparently it's been glitching and things aren't going as normal over there. I actually, fun fact, do not have a TikTok on my phone. I used it a time or two last year, but I cannot mentally handle TikTok and Instagram. But I heard that things are not going very smoothly over there. So I would love to know if you have the TikTok app. Is it crashing or is it just different? Is the algorithm different? Send me a DM at Call Her Creator. First update this week is Facebook is actually leaning into its creators. Funny story here too. There's a girl that I went to high school with. And I saw her sharing a post the other day of her making money on Facebook. And I just want to say shout out to Stacy because she didn't just say like, oh, I want to be a content creator. And she started creating content because she knew she was going to get paid by Facebook. She really just started like sharing things that were happening in her life and it turned into making money from Facebook. So I think that is super duper amazing. And all it takes is posting that one post for you to be like, oh my gosh, I can actually make money from this. So Facebook is leaning into creators. What they're doing is they just rolled out a new UI for public profiles and creator focused features. So what they did is they launched an updated profile experience on Facebook for you have to be a public figure or a creator. And some of these features include like a media kit. There's a built-in creator media kit where you can showcase your stats with brands and partners. There is a new interest feature, which highlights what you're passionate about. There's places you've visited that adds depth to your profile story and your travel cred. And then there's a hobbies section, which displays what you love doing outside of work. And then there's the offers section, which lets you add promotional links directly on your profile. Love that. They're giving you a chance to add a call to action there. I've got quite a few creator pages that I've made that I need to go check what my call to action is over there. So I will be testing this week and I will report back with what I think about it. But a few things for you with this new update. One, your profile is your biggest business asset, right? So this isn't just aesthetics, it's a functional way for you to show off what you do and to attract brand partnerships. So the Media Kit turns your public profile into a portfolio hub, helping brands see who you are and what you stand for without needing a separate PDF or a website. So I think this is really cool too for like, say you got pitched by a brand in email, you could always send them your Facebook creator page if it has your Media Kit on there. Plus, they'll be able to easily find your content and stuff like that. More context. I feel like more context for you is going to allow more connection. So the features like the interests, the hobbies, the places you visited, it really humanizes your profile and makes it easier for your audience to connect with you personally. With that, it's going to boost your engagement and your relatability. And I mean, hello, built-in promotional real estate. If they're allowing you to put offers there, which is pretty big for Facebook, adding links to your products or your sign-up page or your tickets or a landing page or digital downloads or affiliate pages, whatever that might be, there's no need for a link in bio. It's just, you just put it there and free real estate for you to market in. And then lastly, I think this is a new way to stand out on Facebook. Creators who have the thoughtful profile will have an advantage here, especially those who optimize these sections strategically rather than just leaving them blank. So again, I'm going to write it down right now, creator profile. I'm going to go play around with this new functionality on Facebook business pages, and I will bring back some tips and tricks and my 2 cents on all of this. Okay, update number 2, Facebook Lives. Got a lot of Facebook updates today. Facebook Lives just got a little more powerful. So they're now letting creators boost live videos, which means you can put paid reach behind your live content to get in front of more people. I personally think this is a great idea. I also wonder if this was inspired by TikTok. But what does this mean for creators? So lives are no longer just like a one and done. I know when you go live on Instagram, you can save that video to your profile. But with this, like your life can now live longer and travel farther, right? So boosting allows you to extend that reach after you go live instead of just relying on only your real-time viewers. But the fact that they're letting you pay to play here and reach even more people, I think it is a really good update for creators. Another thing that this does is it's a strong tool for you when you're launching something or you're announcing something. So maybe you've got a new product launch or a new webinar that you're offering or a training or some kind of announcement or a Q&A session. That's what I typically will do, like Q&A sessions if I go live, just because you don't need a script. You can just answer questions as they come in. But again, I think this is a very good update for us, and it allows you to warm up an audience with organic reach and then boost it to scale that visibility. Go live, talk to the people that already like, love you, nurture them, they already follow you, and then boost it to scale that visibility to an even bigger audience. Also, I don't know, I think this is a smart use of ad spend. Instead of creating like a separate ad, you can put budget behind content that already has engagement. It already has comments. It's already got the social proof because people were on your live. And then lastly here, more visibility on Facebook without having to reinvent content. If you're already doing lives, then this just gives you a built-in way to amplify what's working rather than creating more content from scratch. So how can you use this strategically? 1, go live with a very clear purpose. Are you going to teach something? Are you going on there to sell something? Are you going on there to announce something? Or maybe you're just building that connection, you're doing a Q&A. Pick one and run with it. Let the live run its course organically. So go live, let it sit for a little bit, maybe a day, and then the next day promote it. And then boost the replay to a relevant audience once that engagement is visible, because you want them to already see that people commented or people liked. So when you are doing that live, make sure you're very smart with your call to actions and asking them like, hey, where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? What kind of questions do you have? All of that is going to get you engagement, which is going to be some social proof for you before you boost it. Bottom line here, Facebook is signaling that live content is still a priority, and now they're giving creators more control over how far it actually goes. So I like this update.
Tax season is right around the corner, and if you're already dreading it, you're not alone. I used to get so stressed around this time of year, but Collective has made it so much easier and way less overwhelming. Collective keeps your business tax ready all year long. From capturing every deduction and keeping your books clean to quarterly tax estimates and professionally prepared tax filings, they handle the back office so you don't have to. It's truly an all-in-one financial solution that turns tax season from a panic into peace. And right now, Collective is giving my listeners 50% off your first 2 months when you go to collective.com/CHC. That's 50% off your first 2 months at collective.com/CHC. Again, collective.com/CHC.
Okay, next update is kind of, I don't know, it's like, why? But that's almost every Instagram update, right? So Instagram is rolling out a change that replaces following with friends. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess Meta is marrying Facebook and Instagram. So instead of following these people, they're your friends. Instagram's rolling out this change. And the thing about this though, is you're only going to be able to see mutuals in that section. So you can't just go to someone's page and see who all they're following. You're only going to see mutual people. And that's kind of how Facebook works right now, at least if they have a specific setting on. So only people where it's a two-way connection will you be able to see them, which I do kind of think that this will be good for bigger personalities out there because like I'm on Reddit a lot and they're always like stalking to see, oh, so-and-so unfollowed so-and-so or so-and-so's following this person. I'm just like, who has the time for that? But maybe this will keep those nosy Nancys from stalking people's followers and seeing who they're following and starting drama. I don't know. I think it's dumb, to be honest. What's the point? Who cares if you can see their followers or not? But I guess Instagram is leaning harder into relationship-based content. So not just like the passive scrolling. So the app is prioritizing who you actually interact with, not just who you follow. So what you could do right now with this update, one, engage with the people you want to stay visible to, reply to their stories, send them a DM. DMs actually matter more than likes. And I actually had a podcast episode this morning with Shannon Gillette, and she made a really good point. So post more in stories versus post to feed. And I was like, posting to stories, you're not growing your page by doing that. And she's like, I know, I'm nurturing those people. And she's like, the more I talk with those people in the DMs, the more that my content is going to get shared to them. And that made a big aha moment. And it made sense to me too, because if you go to Shannon's Instagram, she has really good engagement. So I believe that because she is showing up on stories, she shows up 5 times a day. She really gets candid. She talks to camera. She interacts with people. But if she's interacting and sending DMs to people, think about that. That is showing Instagram that you're connected. And so next time you post, Instagram's going to show that piece of content to so-and-so because they saw you DMing. So makes a lot of sense, right? Big picture here is this rewards creators and brands who focus on that community over the vanity metrics. Even if your strategy is built on trust and conversation and connection, it truly doesn't matter unless you are engaging with those people. And that's why I am so big on Instagram engagement. I've taught you guys the 5-5-5 rule, where you spend 5 minutes scrolling through the feed and responding, posting on leaving a comment on people's content, going to stories, replying to their stories, and then maybe you go to the explore feed and you find a couple of posts that catch your eye and you comment on those posts. That engagement is going to show the algorithm that you are engaged, and it's going to favor your account and show you to more and more people. And this is something that I preach inside of my 28-day engagement challenge, which I'm going to link in the show notes for you guys. Give you 28 small tasks that you can do to increase your engagement. And every single person that has taken this engagement challenge, I have raving fans over this engagement challenge because it actually works. But it's all about talking to other people, using specific engagement stickers in your stories to get even more engagement there. There's little hacks you can do, but there's also just real life connection tips that you can do. And it's just 28 small tasks that you can do for 28 days, and you will see your engagement increase. Early access is rolling out to more creators. So what is that? Lindsay Gamble on Threads is the one that shared this update. So I want to shout him out. What this means is It's early access Reels. So Reels display a clock plus a star icon on the cover. And the cover appears blurred and labeled early access. And viewers can see like a countdown timer on it. Non-followers are prompted to follow you to unlock the early viewing. So I love this. This might help us with getting more followers. And I'm going to note here real quick, I'm noticing a lot of people liking and commenting on my last couple of posts, but they're not following me. And I'm like, oh wait, no, it's not that they're liking and comment my stuff. They're engaging. They're writing the mini chat word and they're getting my freebies, but they're not following me. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, if you're going to ask me for my freebie, you need to follow me. So maybe this will be a way to get those people to follow me. I don't know. I think it's quite rude. But early access Reels, there's a couple different ways that this can help creators. One, it can reward your most loyal audience, right? So as long as people are following you and engaging with you, you can share an early access reel. Maybe it's a special tip that you just found out, or maybe it's an announcement or an offer that you're only offering to your early access people. I don't know. You can get super duper jiggy with it on that. It creates built-in FOMO without any kind of gimmick. It also obviously converts your viewers into followers because if they're viewing it, they have to follow you. And it keeps your existing followers engaged. So one thing I'm really big about, and I actually want to get better at this year, is loving on the people that are already following us, already engaging with us. And I think these early access reels will be a way for you to say thank you to them. This is Instagram clearly prioritizing community first content, right? So I don't know, smart cases, smart ways to use this. Podcasters, maybe you tease a high profile interview or a viral clip. Artist, maybe you drop a song or a music video 24 hours early. Brands, you can drop an exclusive promo code or launch, during the early window. Now, the difference between an early access reel and a trial reel, let me explain the difference. So an early access reel rewards and prioritizes your community before it goes public. Trial reels test content with non-followers first. So it's almost like trial reels get shown to non-followers first. Early access reels get shown to your most engaged list first. The biggest takeaway here is that Instagram is rewarding creators who build that loyal following. Not just for the reach, but for those people that are actually going to nurture and engage with them. So if you've been focusing on connection, conversation, consistency, this feature was definitely made for you. All right, that's all of my updates for this week. In case you missed the episode from earlier in the week, I did go over Instagram analytics this week, and I really broke it down. I dumbed it down to where you can read your analytics easily, and you can actually use your analytics to help grow your profile. One thing that we are very big on here at the agency, Influence Marketing Studio, is data-driven decisions when it comes to marketing. So we are always looking back at the 30, 60, 90-day mark and looking for patterns in our content. We're looking for, reach. We're looking for engagement. We're looking for follows because it's all different metrics there. They all do a different goal. One, you're going to get more followers. The other goal, you're reaching more people. So it's like visibility versus pulling people in and making them followers. It's all different types of content that do different types of goals. So I think it's super important to go back and listen to that episode this week. It's really, really good. And I also share some insight, some real life tips and tricks that you can use when you're inside of the analytics dashboard. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you liked this week's weekly scroll, short and sweet. If you have any updates that I might have missed and you think that they're important for me to talk about on next weekly scroll, please send me a DM at CallHerCreator, and I will see you guys next week.